Woo! Hey, child support. I know that it got you stressing. You've been looking for some answers. You got so many questions. Mike Aikins got your back, and I gotta mention his book, A Simple Guide to Child Support Redemption. Hold up, get you back on track. Now it's time to make it happen. Save a whole lot of stacks. You gotta read through the chapters. You are really not alone. I know it can be controversial, but he's really here to help you when it feel like people trying to hurt you. Ain't no shame, time for educating yourself, giving examples and cases so you ready for what's next. Documented testimonies, step by step, easy to read. Be prepared in legalities, don't need a legal team. Hey, came to let you know, you don't wanna miss it. Hey, a simple guide to child support redemption. Hold up, came to let you know, you don't wanna miss it. A simple guide to child support redemption. Let's go.
Welcome to Relevance. The world's greatest podcast. Hosted by author Mike R. Aikins. Where they dare to talk about topics that really matter.
I'm taking it that you're okay with this recording.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, it's glad to. I'm glad to finally pin you down, Sara, and be able to do this interview. I've been really excited about doing it, and it was wonderful meeting you on Bumble in the networking division of Bumble, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And
of course.
yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool. And, I put that out there for a few other people just to kind of see who would be interested in doing this podcast type of interview. And basically, you're kind of like one of my first ones. I've done a lot of combination YouTube videos with people and interviews and stuff like that, but this is the first time that I've taken it to the podcast format. So I really thank you again.
Awesome. Well, I'm super glad to be here.
All right.
Yeah.
So tell me first how to pronounce your last name.
So my last name is pronounced Pillavathukal.
Pillavathukal?
Yes. Yeah. My dad is originally from India.
Okay. So did I get it right? Pillavathukal?
Yes. Pillavathukal.
Wow. That's awesome. Okay. Great. That was easier
too.
than I thought.
That's how it goes.
Yeah. So tell me, what are you doing with your life these days, Miss Sara?
So these days, things have slowed down significantly. We were getting about 3 leads a week back in the beginning of March, and business was doing well. I felt like I was hitting my stride and things like that.
Yeah.
Recently, things have slowed down significantly, and that's okay. We're taking time to do a lot of administration things that I'd been avoiding. Exactly. So taking time to do a lot of things that I've been kind of putting off, things like that. And also looking more at leaning towards the commercial side of cleaning. So just doing a lot of planning. Yes, sir. Yeah. Figuring out where we want to be in 6 months, a year, 5 years. So a lot of planning, a lot of networking, which is how I met you. Wow. And networking on several apps, and then the networking event group that I attend as well. And so doing a lot of networking, a lot of planning, and then looking at potentially getting more involved on the commercial side of cleaning.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mentioned to you that I owned a janitorial business back in the day. As a matter of fact, they're still in business. They're called Office Clean America. They're located on 75 Central Expressway and Forest Lane.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, they're still in that original building that I started. So, it makes me kind of
that has to be awesome to drive
by.
Yeah, for sure.
We employed a lot of people. I started it myself out of the trunk of my car, but then I took on a partner, and he came in with a lot of finances and a lot of experience and a lot of connections, and we really grew. And gosh, in like a year, we were already up over, 6 figures, in gross. And then we took that to right at $1 million, in about a 5-year time frame. But it was a lot of work. It was a lot of hustle. And so that business can be very lucrative for you. And you picked a very good business.
Oh, Mike, you cut out.
Oh,
sorry, what was that?
I'm sorry. I said you picked a really good business. And because
that
they can only get computers to do so much, right? And robots.
Exactly. And so far, they haven't invented anything that can clean houses. So.
Right.
Yeah,
so what will happen though is my internet connection sometimes is unstable. It may go on and off, but whenever it goes off, I will just get you back as quickly as can, and we'll just continue the recording, and then I'll edit all of that out once.
Gotcha. That works. Sure.
So, so I was telling you about my janitorial business, and we were primarily on the commercial side. We did a few residences, but residences were kind of tricky. You have to have that clientele. You're almost a maid service, rather than just a true cleaning service, because, normally people were wanting those one in, one out, or you sign up and do a consistent basis with them or whatever. But, it was a lot of real unique, customized requests that came from that. So, but on the commercial side, you'll see a lot more formal, company-oriented requests, for cleaning, and stuff like that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So, I'm really glad we started this. So
So how is your marketing going? What are you doing other than, because I'm going to give you a copy of this recording or on the file or something. I'm going to email it to you or get it to you some kind of way.
Okay.
What other ways are you doing your networking and your marketing?
So there's kind of 3 or 4 avenues that we're using right now. One of them is my weekly Master Networks meeting. I go there actually Tuesday morning. So I was just there through Zoom call. Awesome. We are social distancing. And I attend there every week. And the ROI is significant from attending that chapter. We've already signed a couple people up for recurring residential cleans in their apartments or houses. Awesome. And I think I just got 2 new leads today from that group, actually. And so, the Master Networks, I don't know if you've heard of them. It's a great networking group. I definitely recommend it. Using Bumble Biz, and then the app Shaper. I don't know if you've heard of that one. Those are 2 networking apps. Yeah.
Cool. Man, that is awesome.
Yeah,
man,
2 networking apps that are location based.
Yeah, you are on the ball. Yeah. I mean, that is so. So this coronavirus scare thing has affected you in a sense that you have to practice the social distancing.
Yes, definitely. I think it was about 3 weeks ago that businesses in Dallas were told, unless you're essential, please stay home. And since we were about to start doing actually construction cleaning, we were considered in the essential arena because all construction, anything to do with construction was essential. Right. And so we were able to still operate on the construction account. But everything else, we kind of asked our clients, what would you prefer? Do you prefer that we come out, or do you prefer that you postpone? Some of them said that they prefer to postpone, and then others were fine with us showing up. But we did have about 50% of our client base say, hey, we'd rather wait till the lockdown's over. And as of today, April 21st, it's still on. So until that's lifted, we're not going to be doing the recurring residential quite as much. But I think once this next 2 weeks is over, I think we're really going to hit the ground running and start expanding.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it's starting to come back. I really do. People are starting to get a little bit less panicky and more back to business oriented. So, let's hope for the sake of just businesses all over the world.
Yeah, America and definitely the world.
Yeah, and let's move forward, because this thing was just, I don't know who it's benefiting, because from what I hear, all of the small business owners that I know are having a hard time getting any kind of relief or money anyway. Yeah. So I don't know who it's benefiting from the very start. Now, I did read an article the other day was it the Shake Company or Shake and Steak or something like that? Well, one of these fast food franchises,
Steak and Shake,
something like that. They got,
yeah.
I think $10 million in
Wow.
money already, and they sent it back. They were like, "Hey, look, we're okay. We got. I guess they said they had 100 million in cash or something, or it was some kind of incredible figure." But I was like, "Boy, those are the good old days. You know, we got to get back to those days." Again.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, to where America doesn't need to bail out businesses. But thankfully, the only reason we're still head above water is because we don't have overhead and we don't have any business debt. So that's what I would definitely recommend for the first year of business. Don't get into debt and don't start having overhead.
You're smart. You're smart. How long have you been in business? Who gave you business knowledge?
So I actually started about a year ago. April 3rd is our 1 year anniversary. So it's just been a year, but I remember my friend Grant told me just to find something that people don't like doing and do it in a way that they do like. Just do it better than the other companies, or try your very best to build up a client base and keep it. And so that was he's a very black and white, straightforward type of guy. So that was that was my first bit of knowledge right there. So I thought, hey, let's just start a cleaning business. It was actually very unoriginal. I just came across cleaning services on the list of service businesses that someone could start. I was thinking there can't be a lot of capital going into starting up a cleaning business. You need some supplies, you need a mop, you need a vacuum. Eventually you will need a business license after you decide that you want to stay in, but after that, like you're pretty much good to go. So I honestly just said, hey, let's make this the first one I start. And I fell in love with it halfway, and I haven't really looked back at all. So
that is wonderful. Well, if you do decide to stay in it and everything, do you have a particular niche that you're going to try to target? Or are you just gonna go out there and just try to hit up everything? Is it particular customers that you're looking for?
Yeah, especially right now, before Corona and post Corona, we're looking for college kids and then young professional people who are way too busy to keep up their own apartment. Nurses, doctors, lawyers who are making enough to where they can afford cleaning services every month, preferably biweekly. Ones who live in downtown Dallas, more specifically apartments. So looking to get in an apartment building and service even just 10 apartments. 10 apartments, that'd be about 2 days of work right there for us. So maybe around 1.5 with just one person. And just starting with 10 apartments, being so great that they tell their friends who hopefully live in the same apartment building or in an apartment 5 miles from them. And then you just kind of build it like that.
Oh, that is awesome. I just love to hear my fellow entrepreneurs out there. You got so much energy and you got so many good ideas and great ideas, and you're going to do well. You're going to do well. And I love it. I wish more people were into starting their own businesses and stuff like that. It would make our economy a lot better.
Yes.
A lot more stable.
Yeah, it really would.
Yeah, because now people are really relying upon these jobs and these corporations and stuff, and man, they're going out of business. Because really with the coronavirus, the whole thing to me was Wall Street stealing a lot of money, doing a lot of gambling with people's pensions and stuff like that. So they're really using the coronavirus to cover up the state of the economy. Okay. That's the real deal. We're in a depression. This is like 1929. It's actually greater because we're still driving around in cars and stuff. We still have these nice luxurious homes and apartments and stuff, and some of us still do. Some people are losing that stuff.
And it's so saddening to see. I think that's been the hardest part of all of this, watching people really slip up, and then people are looking for work, and at the same time that you don't want to hire someone who's necessarily desperate, because then as soon as a better job comes around, they will leave. So it's just an awkward balance for me. But worse than the awkward balance is seeing that even happen to people in general in America, which is a very wealthy country. It's just really hard to watch.
Yeah. And then too, another thing that you have to be careful about, because of course I was in that industry too, and it's
Mm-hmm.
always a subject, but the people you hire may go into someone's house or something, or steal something, or,
Mm-hmm.
and that part, you have to be covered, insurance and bonded
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. So if you ever run into anything like that, it won't
Mm-hmm.
mess with your flow, your money flow, your regular
Yeah.
flow that you got coming
Mm-hmm.
in. So,
Yes, sir. Yeah. My dad was a paralegal in downtown Dallas, and
oh,
it happened to him all the time. Cleaning
really?
people, stealing their stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was one of the first ones to warn me about that. Being an attorney,
Wow.
also, he's big on being
Yeah.
sued and don't get it into a lawsuit and this and that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you're originally from Texas?
I am. Yes. My dad
Oh,
is
okay.
originally from India. So,
Okay.
yeah. And then my
Uh,
mom is from Texas as well.
Good deal. Good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Texas is a great place. I mean, when you're talking about a city that pretty much has it all, I mean, we
Mm-hmm.
don't have a beach or anything, but we have a lot of lakes,
Mm-hmm.
But Texas, I mean, when you talk about businesses, education, nice homes, the
Mm-hmm.
climate, just a combination of everything. That's what you get when you're living in Dallas, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree?
Yeah. Yeah, very true. Yeah, I read an article today, not sure if it's true, but that Texas is going to start opening back up in about a week. And Texas, I remember Governor Abbott saying, "I want to be the first. I want Texas to be the first."
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
funny because my out of Texas friends were joking that Texas is
Right.
going to be the first, guys.
Yeah. Well,
And
Texas.
something
Yeah.
about Texas.
Yeah. Well, Texas has always kind of flirted around with seceding from the Union, moving
Mm-hmm.
out of this whole United States control
Mm-hmm.
and being their own country, because it's big enough
Mm-hmm.
to be a
Mm-hmm.
country in itself. It's actually bigger.
Mm-hmm.
The state of Texas is bigger than some countries.
Mm-hmm.
And with the population and with the economy that Texas
Mm-hmm.
alone produces, it could be a country
Mm-hmm.
by itself. It could do things on its own. Whereas,
Yeah.
most states fall under the, United States, the 50
Mm-hmm.
states in Washington, D.C. and all of that. But yeah, if any state could secede, I hear California was talking about it for a while.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, so, but I don't know, man. We just gotta stay on that grind and just keep staying aggressive and keep your plans intact. And this pretty much gets you ready. Just for
Mm-hmm.
all the people that's been procrastinating out there, who's wanting to
Mm-hmm.
do something and just haven't
Mm-hmm.
done it yet, and was thinking
Mm-hmm.
about doing it, back burner, this and that. If this
Mm-hmm.
doesn't wake them up, I don't know what.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what will either. Even for
Yeah,
someone who runs a business and works part-time, I think they've got that taste of what running a business is like. And it's that first
absolutely,
taste that just is irreplaceable. I have a lot of people in my
absolutely,
life, acquaintances, friends. It's like, oh yeah, I want to start something. I just don't know what. It's like, I don't
right.
think they realize the what is probably, especially in a service business, the what is probably the last thing you should worry about. Just start
Exactly.
something. Start something.
That's funny because whenever I'm consulting, I consult with a lot of people about starting businesses and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. And whenever I'm consulting with someone, a lot of people get stuck on a name of a
Mm-hmm.
website or a name of their business. I mean, they'll take weeks to
Oh
come. I'm like,
no.
look, you can always change your name. Okay. Come up with something and let's move to the
Mm,
next thing, and let's
yeah.
do things that are more important toward, building your
Yeah.
business than getting stuck on things like that. So with that
Yeah.
being said, do you have a website yet, or?
We don't. It's actually being worked on by a friend of
Okay.
a friend.
Oh,
But
good.
yeah, if that doesn't work out, we're going to get one really soon. I've really found that in-person marketing and marketing through different venues like
Are better.
Craigslist and Bark, yeah, they kind of work a little bit better. But
You're
having a
right.
website shows people, hey, we are legitimate, so to speak. We're
Yes.
not some ramshackle like cleaning
Right,
company.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So,
what I was gonna say. I mean, you
mhm,
hit it dead on the head there in terms of person to person business, interaction
mhm,
with people on a regular basis. And it is something that can't stop. I mean, marketing has to keep going all the time. And as
yes.
long as you're doing that, I mean, you're probably working on business now that will come 2-3 years from now, you know, but you're already out there talking to people, and business can come 2 or 3 years from now as a result. But I said that to say, no, you're right on point in terms of the significance of a website. And all it really does is give you credibility, something that people can kind of go look at when they're not talking to you, and just kind of form their own opinion about what size you are, or how you conduct business, or some of your policies. So,
exactly right.
Yeah, so that's a good thing. So has social media been a big part of your marketing plan, other than those networking groups?
We have an Instagram that we actually send to people whenever they want something that's a lot like a website, something to show credibility. And so, we've sent people our Instagram handle, and that's been like the deciding factor. Like, let's work together, because we've got before and afters on there, some like quote things, some price quotes. We have those on there too. And it just provides that credibility. So we are on Instagram at Saras Cleaning.
Okay, no Facebook? I mean,
no, we don't have a Facebook yet.
I don't do Facebook. I used to do all of that.
I don't either a whole lot.
Yeah, I'm just down to really the stuff that I can control. And Facebook is way too far out there for me. I can't do
Facebook is a lot of tagging, and then you show up on someone's feed and you're like, what? People
can steal your whole
I'm not
identity.
Super into Facebook, but I should get one.
You could have a guy. I sent an email out to myself. I copied myself, and some other guy's picture popped up using my email address, or I messed up one letter. I didn't put an I or something in my last name. So his name was spelled differently, but he just popped up on the email as if, you know, he might be living a double life. He may be getting some of my stuff, you know, and it just freaked me out. I was like, wow. This internet thing it's really big, but you know, if it goes in the wrong direction, you could really find yourself digging yourself out of a hole.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So that whole social media thing. Yeah. Matter of fact, I was sort of thinking about hiring a manager to kind of manage my social media and get me out there in certain places that I want to be in and stuff like that. But that'll be later on down the line. So, but one other good thing I wanted to share with you, since you're in that business, and some of the things that work well for us, was the Chamber of Commerce. You can go down there and join one in your area, like Arlington or Garland or Richmond. I don't know where you live, Plano, Dallas. And for like $250 membership for a small company, it's only like a $250 membership. But you'll be going to meetings with people that own McDonald's and Burger Kings and all these different businesses in your area. And you're right there with them as a business owner. And if you go to the meetings and some of the little functions and network functions that they have, we scored big on the Chamber of Commerce. As a matter of fact, every Chamber of Commerce that we joined, we had their account. You know, we cleaned their building.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You know, eventually it came around to where, you know, the account was ours.
Yeah.
So that was
okay. Awesome.
Thing.
Yeah. I'll look into that for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but those were some of the questions that I wanted to ask you. And I like to keep these interviews to 30 to 40 minutes, because let me tell you, people nowadays are so busy. They're not going to listen to stuff an hour long.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm guilty too. I am super guilty. I listen to them during my commute, and thank God in Dallas, traffic isn't bad enough to where it's more than 40 minutes yet.
Yes, absolutely.
Not yet.
So go ahead and do your elevator pitch again for your business, and you could say anything else you want about it or anything. I'll give you the floor.
Okay, awesome. Well, in conclusion, my name's Sara Pillavathukal. Right now, our business is named Saras Cleaning. We are changing it to Headspace Cleaning soon. Our mission, our culture, our why is to provide headspace for busy people so that they come home to a clean house or apartment, or come to work to a clean office every day of the world if possible. And so we like partnering with busy people who would love to have us come clean their home, office, their apartment. To provide that peace of mind. We are in the business of helping out women, minorities, help them make some extra cash during the week. And so we are looking to hire, and we are always looking to take on more clients.
Awesome. Sara, that is awesome. It has been wonderful speaking to you today. I'm so glad you took the time out, and we were finally able to schedule everything and get it done.
Yeah, and, for sure.
Yes, I would like to do it again soon.
Okay, awesome. I'd love that.
In a month or so, just to kind of see how things are going, and you may be back into the full swing of business by then. And I know I will. So we can talk about some different things, and we can just keep it moving.
Awesome. I would love that. Yeah. Hopefully everything is back to normal in about a month. I'm pretty positive it will be.
Okay. Excellent. Well, I'll definitely reach out to you then, Sara. And
awesome.
As always, I appreciate you. God bless you, and good luck on your business.
Thank you. You have a good day, Mike.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
As always, thanks for listening in on the show. And be sure to check out Mike's book, A Simple Guide to Child Support Redemption, available on Amazon.com, or his mobile app, Child Support Made Simple, CSMSX, available through the Google Play Store. And for the latest in current events and videos that really matter, be sure to log on to Mike's YouTube page, author Mike R. Aikins, or his website at www.relevancepodcast.com.